flourishing.
And not to mention, Bbatts also had a 3-0 handy fashion over Sandstorm, a player also in this top 6, in order to make it to winner semifinals in the first place. So no shortage of experience when hunting for win conditions against Stango's newest champion, Olympia, a dangerous rat in her own right. But Fleet, while there may be on paper things that you can recognize and play around for this Fox, one of the biggest problems that every character and every player has to come to terms with is that Fleet's edge guarding is just so good. And if you're not ready, Bbatts is going to take advantage.
We talked about the set record in the last one. For this one, Stango is the one with the head-to-head. Stango's won their last 2 sets.
Whoa.
Frankly, it has not been as close as the Cake Spargo sets. It's been a clean 3-0. It's been the 3-1. But Bbatts has been putting in so much work since the last time they played.
Yeah, it's almost hard to look at Bbatts' past results and think like there's going to be some pattern here, because Bbatts, he just keeps improving. He keeps finding those windows, the extra aggression and the openings, either by his opponent giving them to him or him creating them. As the first stock goes to Bbatts, and he seems like he's not willing to slow down. A huge back air, trying for a float up air follow-up, yet instantly disengaging, knowing how powerful Olympia's burst range is and how insane some of those finishes are. Forward air being chief among them. Stango evening up the stock count.
Ooh, that weird, like, it's not just about hitting your opponent, it's about throwing them off. And so you get these weird spots of like, I'm going to float for 1 split second just so that you feel uncomfortable. It makes you drop shield, makes you think, now is the time I can get out. Ooh, doesn't find the grab. Both of these characters have potent floor hug game. That should clean it up. No, never mind. I didn't realize we still had the jump on deck. Okay.
Stango saved
the perfect air dodge.
Nice.
Here we go.
Stango can save all the resources he wants. A double jump, gem dash, everything in between, and of course, instantly evening up the stock count. What makes Fleet so dangerous is that slow fall. It's the ability to say, hey, I'm not going to expend any resources and just wait for you to slowly but surely have to make it to ledge, which Olympia, with that high gravity, just kind of has to eventually. Weird scramble in the middle of the stage, and Stango wins out with the up throw. Just playing so patient on the ground. Half the battle with juggling is knowing when to jump, and Stango is finding those jump opportunities for massive damage and knowing when to check that dash in.
Ooh,
not allowing Bbatts to get started.
Doesn't find anything from it, but I love the way Stango threatens the space with it. You now know that you can't go up there to recover. Stango could also just chase you down.
That was a massively risky nair there from Bbatts, trying for any sort of sharking. I wonder, okay, hear me out. Goes for the pummel, anticipating that Bbatts is going to break it, so that way he's guessing that Bbatts would do an instant jump that he can instantly play around and cover with the down tilt to get the down tilt up to confirm. Am I crazy?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Yes, you are. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't just letting go of the person also get the same grab release?
Yeah, but it would just be faster.
Okay. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I like this theory. I like this theory. If we get to the point of people trying to get their opponent to break the specials, then we are on to the next level.
That's a ball
gets the parry, but does drop down. If your recovery is parried and you grab the ledge, you do not gain that parry invincibility. Or sorry, the person parrying gets the invincibility, but you don't go into parry fall. That is a dead rat off stage.
Yep, the rat got put into the piping bag and thrown right off stage.
Now, I had mentioned the set count between these two. Since then is when Stango picked up the Olympia. Both of those sets were with Zetter and then Craig. And the thing is, Stango's Olympia might be even better than those two. So this is a moment where we are going to find out, is this a do or die? Is this where Bbatts finally gets the win because of the character swap on Stango's end? Or is Stango going to be even more dominant?
Well, Bbatts is on his favorite counter pick for game number 2. He always goes here, and you're seeing exactly why. Fleet and a lot of the patches always had such a good offstage game, but steadily and surely has been increasing, Aether Studios has been increasing her poking game with things like F-tilt and down tilt and the like. So seeing that all come to fruition right here, right now, with a 2-stocks-to-1 lead at 29%, Bbatts is cashing out on a ton of that value that Fleet can offer both on stage and off stage. Whoa, that up tilt was sick. Just
I'm realizing that
absolutely.
some of the data I'm looking at for the set count stuff might be a little inaccurate, so I want to double check between the games because it does not matter right now. We are going back to one stock apiece.
Absolutely necessary swing there for Stango, who again finds the jab check, knows that Bbatts is looking for those big reversal plays, so always peppering in a quick like jab down tilt or just jab 1-2 in order to get out of danger and always apply that pressure. That down air hits Bbatts with the spacing. Playing around the slow fall. Again, we're seeing the same type of tempo here, Wisely, where Stango is able just to slowly but surely pull ahead at the latter half of each one of these games. An excellent delay though.
The Bbatts! The down air!
The turnaround and reversal.
Bbatts knows that was some cheese. Bbatts knows that was some Gouda, but we take that all the way to the bank.
Yeah, some sharp cheddar right here, just delaying as long as possible and catching Stango before they do any sort of neutral get up or roll.
I've said for so long, doesn't matter if you go for cheese. You go for it the entire time, it's not going to work. If you go for it the one time, every once in a while, it will throw anybody off. Yeah. That is why it exists.
Every character's got their silver bullets. It's a matter of when you pull the trigger.
If you're firing the whole time, everyone knows how to avoid it.
Jules Veil, the counter pick here, makes a ton of sense. Bbatts was so efficient on a small stage like Ethereum Forest, so you want a little bit of extra space to maneuver, and those platforms, very, very handy for a juggle character like Olympia, who never wants to turn the dial down.
It is so interesting that Olympia's just the pure, that almost connected, the pure frame data, the pure like buttons speed. I've been doing a lot of interviews this weekend. Every Olympia main, when asked why they made this character, it is literally just, I like pushing buttons right now. That Olympia isn't the one who came out on top on the Forest. You'd think the small stages would be great for that. But if you're getting juggled off stage that quickly, it doesn't matter.
What always is the best thing about Olympia, the most like slept on thing, because of course her normals are ridiculous. It's the burst range with gem dash, dash attack, focus attack cancels.
Oh no!
Of course, the worst thing is that off-stage game. You're just a soap bubble off-stage, and one touch, she's gone.
Not to say that the rat can't make it back.
Of course.
We have seen so many amazing rat tricks throughout the lifetime of this character. We will point out when that happens. But this character is very susceptible to those, what we jokingly refer to as the hamster death. The person dies at 30% or they get up to 200, and there's no in between.
Hamster, rat, same thing.
Yeah, we're both rodents. Ooh, just grabs the ledge. Could have made it all the way back on stage, but they are playing the drift. They're playing the mix-up.
Yeah, half the battle with timing mix-up isn't always making sure you do things faster. Sometimes it's extra important and even more beneficial to do things slower as well. And the slow get-up from Stango, perfectly timed to bring us to a final stop. Ooh, that deep dash backwards works out in spades for Stango for some massive damage.
Ooh, that back air.
I love mixing in the forward tilts as well. It just keeps all of your block strength so safe. Doesn't let you continue pressure, but it keeps you pristine.
Pushes you away just a little bit longer too. A lot of characters can't hit that range, and it's such a fast move that even if you don't have the pressure to continue actually hitting the shield, you can now continue your assault on each.
Bbatts finding a huge grab.
Love that, but then gets put off stage with the dash attack.
Didn't have a double jump.
Oh
already
my
hard.
gosh. Oh, the platform getting in the way.
And Stango knew he landed on it instantly. Jab 1-2, forward tilt, finds the spiking hitbox. Honestly, not the hitbox you want. Bbatts can make it back just in the nick of time to avoid that. F-Strong has an opportunity and finds it. Bbatts taking game 3. Man, this set's awesome. Crowd?
Turns out, there's some pretty good rivals going on today.
Can I get a true from the crowd?
All right, if you're watching some early morning rivals, we know you had to wake up. We know you had to be here at 10 a.m. Let me hear it for the next game. We are at 1-2. Stango sitting at 1. Bbatts on the precipice of getting their first win in so long against Stango.
It's a nail-biter back and forth. Every game has always resulted in Bbatts starting out strong, but then Stango resilient to the very end, bringing us to final hits, final stocks, and final interactions. Now it's just a matter of what he's considering on this counter pick. You've got plenty of time to work through it in your head, but it's always going back to the Jules Veil. He's committing to the adaptations he already made. You don't need to over-adapt, you just need to execute. Game 4, here we go. Starting off instantly. Okay, Stango already showing off that he's very much willing to jump a whole lot more to go after Bbatts in mid-screen like that. Important adaptations for Bbatts to consider right off the jump, as we're seeing the third down air for an extra reset. One more forward air for the damage. But no stock finish.
Doesn't matter what game it is, there's something that always looks so cool about these pillar combos. That killed? What? I mean, I expect up special to get some early kills, but that was far and looked like phenomenal DI.
On Jules Veil, too. Yeesh. This Olympia champion's pretty good, I might say. Looking for another down. Again, Stango is very willing to show off these jumps in Game 4. Game 3.
Calls out the fade with like huge fallback forward air. We're in the gem.
Man.
Love Stango's use of those reverse hit back airs, because that back air does turn you around when you do it, which means you can hit that back air into the forward air. But we are seeing the exact same thing coming out from Bbatts right now. That's going to kill. All right, Stango said, I'm not happy about you being up 2-1. Let's clean this up quick. Let me get a 3 stock on the board. I'm going to try to make it happen.
And it's so interesting that this is the style of play that he's choosing. Games 1 through 3.
Ooh, okay, that wind chime does. Oh my gosh, that shield. Even the crowd lost it there. Sometimes you don't need the full charge and the strong. Sometimes the snipe is all you got. It's all you need. It's what's in the quiver.
It's not about the full charge. It's about where and the angles that you approach from. And Fleet's got those diagonals online. Seeing the down tilt, trying for the nair chase. These float cancel out of shield nairs are so huge, but Stango's starting to play around them massively, using that dash dance, the big parry.
The bubble, okay, to get up the iframes on that, make sure that you're not getting hit by the wind chime. Bbatts, even 83, playing such a light character. If we get the right pop-up, if this is, up tilt or down tilt, you're going to get hit into that up special, and that is Burton's. Oh, bad DI. Was not expecting that off the ledge.
Hold on here, Wisely.
I was calling out the potential 3 stock, but never mind. Stango. Yeah. Calm down.
Stango. Respect on his name as he locks in game number 4 to bring us to a Game 5. First Game 5 here on this Sunday finals. And you know what? Stango being extra willing after games 1 through 3.
Look at that lovely crowd.
Look at the crowd.
Look at the crowd.
Pumped up. Stango fans rising up. Bbatts fans cheering up. Game 5, Tempest peak. Let's see it happen here, Wisely. I'll get to some of my points a little bit later as
I said
the action doesn't stop.
Not only did Bbatts not have the W, but all of them, none of them even went to Game 5, but this was a purely different character. I said it was during the Zetter and Crag era. I forgot. This was when he was counterpicking Claren for this matchup. So this is when Stango was going Claren just for Bbatts and Kate.
Yo, this Stango guy's pretty talented.
God, imagine piloting 4 different characters at this kind of level.
Yeah.
That is impeccable.
Most other players can do 1, maybe 2.
I can't pilot any characters at this level. What are you talking about?
True. You got me. True.
Yeah.
I love this stage pick here, though, from Bbatts. You get a ton of mix-ups with the high platform, and you know that Bbatts is just trying to orchestrate which side of the stages he's on, as well as his elevation, but Stango is just going hunting. The amazing blast zones also in effect here for Stango, for Bbatts rather, but Stango just finds the second follow-up, going up 3 stocks to 2 as Bbatts looks for the follow-up.
Trying to scope out that platform option. If you get the knockdown on plat, it could be devastating. Waits it out, but then rolls on accident.
Tragic.
That had to be a misinput.
Tragic. Definitely needed to be wave dash forward into a massive punish on the special getup. Instead,
ooh, pops out of the gem, but now you've been caught out of your jump. Goes to ledge.
Again, the high recovery gets Bbatts back on stage, but at the cost of 40%.
Oh, wait, we got the cheese again.
Huge pickup. The jump float down airs every time Stango getting over aggressive have been massive, but generally speaking, the value has gone to Stango when it comes to chasing after Bbatts in mid-air and mid-screen. Always willing to apply the pressure. He just
Oh my
sometimes
god.
taking these
Up B
options.
read was amazing. Does not kill quite yet though. We go all the way to the corner. Impeccable, phenomenal DI from Bbatts. Oh, the float, the empty jump into the grab. We got the wing chime. Where are we going here? The combo still, oh no, misses the grab.
50% though is all you need off of this early B&B. The jump call out from Stango is huge. The blast zone's gonna help Bbatts survive yet again.
Tries to float out with that nair.
It's so close, and you know that Bbatts is hunting for these down airs.
Yeah, that down air worked twice. You're not gonna hit it one more time. That will work though. Gem dash into the up special. We get back to the ledge too.
62%. It's getting brutal every time, every single stock. It's like pulling teeth for Bbatts, just hunting for that offstage interaction, barely whiffing on how small this rat is.
We saw those downers work earlier. Stango's not been hit by one since then.
Oh,
this might be it. You gotta clean up the edge guard though. Not yet, not yet. You gotta do one more.
Oh, the rat trick, but get by! Surviving in the nick of time.
Going back to ledge there is nuts.
Stango's got all the mix-up in his head, and he's cashing out on this damage. One forward tilt to cover ledge. Dashing back and finishing off the game. Fakes out the gem dash, and instead goes for it all. The throat ripped out as Stango taking game 5.
That entire sequence started with the wildest bait of going back to the ledge that was being covered the whole time. You started at the ledge, ended at the ledge, started your combo from there, and then finished in style to take game 5. We talked about the Modern Classic. Here's the other one. You are going to see Stango versus K-Casalt in Winners Finals.
Wisely, we're not going to be able to speak after this block, are we?
I can barely speak right now.
You're spitting, honestly. Like, Jesus, the way that these two players went at each other's throats in offstage, the layers that it all comes with, this fantastic recovery, just the slow fall to ledge, that was beautiful.
Even in slow motion, I got thrown off.
Like, no, they're just so aware, so informed, and so in tune with the game flow, and that rat sneaks on by in order to get this exact stock. Check it out again. We got to play it in full motion, slow motion, any motion to see just how good.
Got plenty of motion. Takes that down air with the fade out back into the gem and uses the gem dash to get the momentum forward again.
He doesn't even gem dash. That's the crazy part. It was focus attack.
Oh, that was focus attack.
Yeah,
you're right.
Focus attack back, fake gem dash, fake wall jump. Go for it all. It was so clean from Stango, who knows exactly when to go for things.
I've seen the offstage downers from Olympia before.
Yeah.
I have never seen that movement mix up together.
It was so good, and the biggest adaptation that Stango made in games 4 and game 5 was knowing just the tempo that Bbatts was wanting to play at. Usually like wait, float, bait, punish, and he's like, there's no more baiting. I'm just coming after you. Mid-air, floating, down low, up high, off stage. Stango was after it and got